Hello, 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 everybody. If you're on Joe's channel, you wouldn't have expected this voice in the slightest, will you? Absolutely not, no. You would have expected the completely different Joe. No, you've got Joe Blackburn for a moment, until you have Joe Wainman as well. Hello, how are we doing?
I really enjoyed that, mate. Yeah,
yeah,
was good.
I'm glad. I quite like those like nice little intro bits.
Yeah.
So, the Leeds Creator Cup. The idea was to start the stream 10 minutes ago. We were unable to do so, but that's completely fine. Initially, the stream was just going to be to announce that we were starting selling the tickets for the Creator Cup. However, it has evolved as the day's gone on, and we've had some spicy, angry clashes between Joe and Max, who are viciously trying to battle it out for who is going to be playing for whose team and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be honest, I'm in a group chat with them, and it's gotten a little bit scary. So where are you sort of sitting on that? Are we having combat to the death, or what's the plan?
As long as I get my main picks were good, mate. Like there's a few ballers, or those that I believe to be ballers. I mean, they might be full of shit. You know what I mean? They might be full of shit when we start playing, Joe. But based on the info that I've gleaned over the years, I think I know who the ballers are. So I've got my eyes on a few. Yeah.
So you've got years and years of research behind this, which is quite fun.
Yeah.
Just a note for you, Max wasn't able to make it right now. He might be able to in a few minutes, but I am his proxy for this little draft process that we're about to go through. But before all of that, very important to note that tickets for the Leeds Creator Cup are on sale now. You can go and get them at leedscreatorcup.com. All of the proceeds are going to Prostate Cancer UK. It's £7 for adults, £3 for kids, and an important little fun additional fact is that limited seats are available. So the first run is 1,000 seats, but we've got a special little early offer in which 5 of the first 50 tickets, or 5 of the tickets that are bought today, will be free. So you'll pay for them at the time, but you'll get the cost refunded, still have your ticket. And all tickets get an entry into a little prize raffle on the day. So if you've got any interest in seeing your favourite or least favourite YouTubers battling it out on a football pitch, we'll be there. It'll be a good time, and yeah, come along. It'll be a good laugh. So, are we feeling ready for the draft, or not quite yet?
No, I'm ready.
Fantastic.
Mate. I'm ready. Where's Max? Is he coming?
I'm not sure. I thought Max was coming, but he might have been scared by all your smack talk in the group chat. We'll have to find out.
Maybe. Where is he?
We'll see. But for now, I'm your temporary Max, and it's fine. It's good. It's all fine. I like Oliver asking which chat are we supposed to be in. Any of them. Go wherever you fancy. It's all well and good. It doesn't matter. But let's have it. Let's get ready for...
Come on, the Yorkshire Roses!
Get ready for draft day. Joe is the captain of the Yorkshire Roses. Max is captaining the Peacocks. And it's going to be a fiery clash on the 20th of July, but we needed to work out the teams in advance. So here we are with the draft day of the Leeds Creator Cup. Now, important to note that I've done a lot of graphicsy stuff in the background for this, so hopefully everything goes in the right sort of direction. We have our captain for the Roses, who is Joe Wainman, who will be taking the number 4. And am I right in thinking that in advance of this, we've sorted out who's coaching both of the sides? So if you mind telling us your coaches.
Yeah, so I've got a bit of a ringer, someone who's, you'll all remember Lucy, who used to come on my show. Well, it's her partner Danny, who's coached in and around Leeds. Danny Burke, regular watcher of the channel, knows his onions when it comes to his the coaching game. And then as his number 2, you've got the Italian Steve Bracknell in Andrea Russo as well. So we're going to have quite the coaching team for the Yorkshire Roses. Danny Burke has that experience, and obviously Andrea is that key motivator. Like I say, we've been calling him the Italian Steve Bracknell. So yeah, Looking forward to them telling us how to get on the day, and hopefully leading us to glory and lifting the inaugural Content Creator Cup. Because it's going to be that much of a success that you're all going to buy tickets. That we're going to do it year after year, and next time we'll end up doing it at Ellen Road because they'll want us to fill it.
That would be fantastic. On this very, very quick note to the Professor, Andrea can be playing. It's just people who are more injured and don't expect to be able to do that many minutes. I've put in the sort of coachy roles just because we don't want people to come out of the day very, very seriously hurt, which is a non-zero risk, I think. But it should be fine. It should all be okay. When it comes to the other side, when it comes to Max's side, being Max's side, quite obviously, you have Max, who is captaining his own side, taking the number 11 shirt, being coached by what can only be described as the most terrifying shithouse in the Leeds United content creating scene. Being coached by Luke, with alongside him, one of the only Leeds Bros gang is Dylan Curley. So how are you feeling going up against these guys as the sort of opposition team?
Well, I think, and I mean this with all love before because, but first of all, they'll struggle to understand Dillo from the sidelines. I've heard his brother Darren can barely understand him on certain days, so they might not be able to understand any instructions being given to them from Dillo. And well, Luke, I wouldn't have minded Luke on my side, to be honest, but his knee's bust. So, I mean, good luck trying to get him to I don't know, give some pointers from the sideline. I mean, he might need to be in a chair or something like that. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. Like Carl says, the pod dodger, I won't struggle. He's probably the only one that will understand them. So by the time Dillo's gone through Carl, we'd have already scored a goal. The tactical instructions would have fallen down. So I'm not concerned.
No, you're feeling quite comfy.
As Andrea will tell us, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Like Gattuso.
Thought that would be the case. In terms of the gals, I am aware that we've got some gals in the Leeds United scene. Yeah. However, impossible to ensure on a football pitch because the moment you start mixing the genders, insurance companies go, oh dear, and it gets very, very expensive. We literally wouldn't be able to put the event on. But do not be afraid. Because Crystal, who sometimes pops onto my channel to do the Leeds 101 series, San Francisco's 49ers supporter, does some journalism stuff with them, is going to be our pitchside reporter for the event, and Evie is going to be our commentator and host for the day, which is going to be good fun. But we've covered all of that sort of stuff now. We've got to get into the important business. We've got to get into the picks. So, who is going to be your first pick for the Leeds Creator Cup?
Yeah, look, I have to stick with, or go with my Halifax brother. He's a baller. I've seen videos of the lad. Whoever's playing fullback against him, they need to be on it because he's got dancing feet. He's going to be the jewel in the crown. It's going to have to be Mr. Ben Locky Lock. He's going to be my first pick straight out of the gate.
So we are having as your first choice Ben Lock, which I think could be a little bit of a spooky one. Put down on the form that I had all the players sent in to me that he could play as a 10, but then in the sort of notes section, he listed about 5 other positions that he likes to play in, which is terrifying. I don't know if I'll be playing with or against him. Because I'm gonna do Max's picks for him until he arrives, if he arrives.
Just text me saying he's on his way.
Okay.
Yeah, this
okay,
guy,
all good.
He can create, he can score, he's got pace to burn. So whether he's playing fullback, good luck is all I will say to you. But yeah, my first pick, Mr. Ben, the Lock The master lock, says Sean. I like that. The master lock, Ben Lucky lock.
I like it.
Gilly
Picking
says
the
get
lock.
him on long pros.
Okay, so I, as a general rule, I'm not going to pick myself because I don't rate myself as highly as some of the guys in here, and I feel like it would be unfair to Max to go, by the way, I'm your first draft pick, because that would be madness, because I'm not especially good. So I am going to follow Max's wishes. He sent me a shopping list of who he wants, and I'm going to go through it. So the first person that he had on his list, so we're both getting our first picks, is Mr. Ollie Ward. Now, Ollie Ward, I feel like he's got a little bit of danger in him. He's got a little bit of spook to him, but why are we asking me this question? I think we can always go away and just ask Max why exactly he picked Ollie Ward as his first choice in the draft.
I'm so sorry about being late.
See, this is what kind of teammate you've got. You can't even turn up on time, man. They've got no chance.
Better late than never. That's what we always say. Why did I pick Ollie Ward first? I've seen his silky skills. He's the only person who I've seen video evidence that he's a baller. So if you're watching this, Ollie, you know that because you tweeted that to me back in the years ago when we first started talking about a charity match. And I saw that video and I thought, I want that guy.
Very fair, very fair. Strong first choices from both of you, but we're going to flip back over to Joe now for his second pick. What are we feeling?
So this one I would consider a real true gent. Has done a lot for me actually in recent times. He gives, he's very selfless. Does a lot for his friends, and I would hope that would translate onto the pitch, being very selfless, covering the spaces, receiving information, and passing that on to others within the side. And to be honest, I think he's a bit of a baller in the centre of the park. So for me, and look, when we win, because we will win, he can rouse us all up with some beats. So it's going to be Jack City. He's hopefully coming up with a tune for us, a bit of a rap. Look, man, he's even got his very serious music face there.
That's genuinely the number he picked, by the way. That's not me.
69. So yeah,
Someone had to do it.
Jack City, number 69, definitely.
Not a bad choice. Second pick for Mr. Wainman, playing on the Yorkshire Roses. Max, what are you thinking as a counter to this? What you got going?
I'm thinking maybe somebody who has played for the Leeds first team before. People have been complaining at him a lot this season for his mistakes in goal, and that's Ilan Melier. Oh, sorry. It's LUFC Lewis.
It is indeed. There he is. I did make
his
a
shiny
joke.
new teeth, man. Look at his new teeth. You've got a team full of prima donnas.
I did make the joke the other day of, to be fair, now Ilan Melier's proven that he's not a professional player. He can play in the charity match. So, maybe it counts.
Has he edited that mouth?
I don't know. I've not touched that picture, to be completely honest with you. I've not gone near it, but
he's fucking edited that mouth. I'm telling you.
But there's the first two picks for both of you. We're going back over to Joe. What are you thinking?
Yeah. So look, I had to pick. Yeah, my two bezies first of all. But this next one he's definitely up there as well. He's played to a decent level. He's coached at a decent level, and I think he'll give us that much needed experience, older head. Now, whether or not that's up front, and the coaches are telling me he might need to be centre back, which is he's a bit unsure of right now, but the coaches and the captain will reign supreme, so he might have to go in centre back, but we'll wait and see. He's Irish. It's of course Mr. Joe Lynch. Joe Lynch? It is Joe Lynch. Number 9.
Lynch.
Number 9, yeah.
He's chosen the number 9 for himself, which is quite nice. It's not a bad pick, that. It's a pretty damn good choice. Fair enough. Anything to say on that one, Max?
Anything to say? It's a great pick. It's somebody who knows ball and can play ball as well.
Yeah.
If it's such a great pick, why didn't you make it?
Well, Baldies unite. Sure, I couldn't think of anything to say then, and I just looked at Joe, and I just looked at Joe, and I was like, "Well, they're both bald. I'll just say something about that."
Yeah, that'll do it. Right. Pick number 3 for Max.
So this time, last time I joked that I'm going to go, do you know what? Let's have a professional player, and that's Lewis's LM Melier. This time, I'm actually going to go for a professional ex-Leeds player and go for Simon Johnson.
Oh, you went there.
It's a big pick. It's a big pick. I couldn't get a better picture. I'm so sorry. But what are we thinking on that? We've got a professional footballer up against you.
Didn't Joe play professionally in the League of Ireland at some point?
I mean, there's the league of. I could play No disrespect, Joe. I could play professionally.
He's on your team, Joe.
I know. I
can understand maybe if he was on my team.
Footballer, man. It's no Clyde Wynyard, but it is a Simon Johnson. So to be fair to you, you've, decent, man. Where are you going to play him? Like, where's his preferred position?
That'll all be revealed.
Oh, okay.
With the tactical masterminds of Luke and Dillo trying to work out exactly where you're putting your secret weapon. So that's a hard one to counter. What you got, Joe?
Yeah, so this one might take a few by surprise, and I believe he's going to take a lot by surprise on the football pitch. He's small. He's got that low center of gravity, much like Messi. He'll tell you he's a big dude, but genuinely he's about 4 foot no. But he's got pace. He's a good looking bugger as well. It is Mr. James Toon, Mr. JT, as he's known in the circle. So there you can see, man. Look at him, man. He's beautiful, isn't he? James Toon, man. Get up, Jim.
He was the only person for whom, when I was receiving the sort of pictures to whack on various graphics and stuff, I thought, that's just not fair, is it? Like, you can't just have modelling pictures in a PSG shirt. That doesn't happen.
He had professional modelling photos that he sent through.
He's there as the eye candy as well, man.
Everybody else is like, grab the missus. Can you please come and take a picture of me against a plain wall in the house? He's like... or at least that was me anyway.
On the subject of you anyway, you've got another pick. So who is number 4 for Max and the Peacocks?
We're going to go for one of the big dogs of the YouTube scene, or the YouTube Leeds United scene, and we're going to go for Connor McGilligan, the One Leeds fan channel. We're
going to go with Connor. However, I would like to note that 15 minutes before the start of this stream, or 15, 20-ish, I discovered that Connor may have to go for ankle surgery at some point in the next couple of months.
He's turning it in.
I'm just discovering this now, so...
He's turning it in.
In that case, show up on time. In order to try and make up for this, I will give you first choice of reserves, because we've got a couple of reservesy people in the background.
Yes.
But for the sake of the picks, Connor is genuinely very, very injured and is on the fence about being able to make it. Yeah. So, as with all of these players, if they get hurt, if anything happens, obviously they won't be able to play. Connor is a pretty good example of that one, because he genuinely could need surgery on his ankle. So hopefully it's feeling well enough, but you can never particularly tell. But after, I'm sure that one's given you a little bit of a boost, Joe, considering your opponent's made a pick that isn't actually a pick. Where are you going? What's the thinking?
He's supposed to be a decent player. He's Connor. I would have loved to have played against him. So, it's Lewis has got to go for teeth surgery. It's a shame. Hopefully, he can make it. Up next, I've gone for another footballer. I'm quite lucky to know a few of the content creators are footballers. And this next one, he hasn't been on the channel for a bit, but I just know he's a baller. I've seen images of him balling out. It is Mr. Lloyd Dean. Mr. Lloyd Dean. There he is, balling out. Look, his hair needs some work, but yeah, he's a baller, his old Lloyd. Number 92.
Number 92. Not a bad number to have picked. And you might notice that the text on his shirt is completely the wrong way around. Some of those images I had to mess with. Although I'm not taking responsibility for Lewis's teeth. That one wasn't on me. How are you countering that one, Max?
Sorry, I'm just replying to some of my team members because I'm a good captain. Just had a message from Ollie Ward saying, I will not let you down, Gaffer. So I was just like, just saying, do you know what? Great. Proactive. Look, everybody needs a goalkeeper. So I'm going to go for Adam Priestley in goal.
You are. We are very limited on goalkeepers at the moment. We have one actual goalkeeper, who is Adam. We're working on getting a second goalkeeper. So by this logic, Joe, you will receive the second of the goalkeepers.
Yeah, we're working on it. Danny, the coach, is working on getting us a goalkeeper. So yeah, the priest will be Carl Dixon is his name. So that's going to be the goalkeeper.
Fair enough. But I guess in theory, you just added a goalkeeper for free. So what's pick number 6 for Joe?
Yeah, pick number 6 for the Yorkshire Roses? White Roses. Don't even know my team.
Yorkshire Roses.
Yeah, Yorkshire Roses. This guy, again, we need some height. We need some height in the side. I do have a lot of smaller, nimble ballers. I know Jer's quite a big lad, but we need someone who's there. And I think he'll marshal the centre of the pitch really well. He might talk the opponents to death as well, because I know he likes to talk. It's Oscar from All Leeds TV fame. So yeah, I've selected Oscar up next. I mean, he's obviously thinking there, why has he picked me? But yeah, Oscar, you're a boyo from back in the day, so I had to select you, mate. That,
or because he's chosen to go in midfield, he's thinking, what's the right pass here?
Yeah,
what's the perfect through ball that just splits them open? You never know. Hard to tell. But Max, it's up to you to come back against that. I can't hear you right now.
I can't hear you either.
That's because I pressed mute. We're going to go for our 6th pick, and it's going to be Kev from Leeds House fame and Not Another Leeds podcast. I've got a feeling there's a hidden baller there. As long as he doesn't drink that before kickoff.
Just think how strong and healthy his bones are going to be. That's completely fine. Like, you're never going to have a problem, because if he's the number 2, so I'm assuming right back or left back. Anyone that tries to tackle him, their shin is just going to turn to dust. There's nothing they can do to stand up for themselves.
Exactly.
You've won every challenge with that.
And that's definitely why I picked him, based on the fact I've never seen this image before.
It is, yeah. The images keep being a little bit odd. But that's pick number 6 for Max. Pick number 7, please, Joe.
Yeah, I have a prop to go along with this pick. There's not that many in the bar maybe stats. There's not that many in the Leeds content creator space that know more than Leeds United than one Rocco Dean of Leeds that fame. I think if we're involved in the trenches at any point, or we're comfortably winning, for example, he'll be the one that will be able to be there on the pitch and say, "Do you know what, lads? We've not got this game won because he's seen it all, he's wrote it all, he's done it all." So Andy gives us that little bit of Italian flair alongside Andrea as well. So I have gone for Mr. Rocco Dean. Please do buy his books as well from leedsthat.com. They are very, very good.
Fair enough. Both a advert and a player pick. So no complaints about that in the slightest. Fair enough. Max, your 7th, please.
Yes, we are going to go for 7th pick for the Peacocks. We're going to go for Darren Clark.
Ooh, going with Darren of Only Leeds Bros. You've managed to reunite the brothers. Do you think that's going to bring you a little something between off the bench, on the pitch?
Well, if I know anything from FIFA Ultimate Team in my youth, it's that chemistry matters. And having literal brothers in the team will just bring that little pinch.
You'll need someone to translate Dilo as well for you on the pitch, won't you? So.
And in terms of,
it is a joke, Dilo. I hope you, I hope you and Darren aren't going to come crunching me on the pitch.
And when it comes to translating, let's hope your picks translate into goals. And on the subject of picks, number 8, please, Mr. Wayman.
Yeah, so he spoke about chemistry. He spoke about synergy. And I'm liking, I need to keep the unit together. So with that in mind, alongside Rocco, we have his Leeds That brother, Mr. James Weller, joining us on the Yorkshire Roses as well. There we go. We have both Rocco and James of Leeds That fame. So looking forward to that. I've not had the joy of meeting James either. Just listening to his voice. So it'd be nice to put a face to the name. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Plus number 3, you assume left back. You've got Rocco as a centre back. Nice little pairing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is going to be quite mad in the fact that only a few of us have ever actually met in real life. So this whole thing is just going to be us all meeting for the first time. A lot of us meet for the first time. So yeah, all that chemistry when you've met them on the same day, it's going to be there.
I met Carl once and he didn't know that I was me. That was good.
Did you know?
No, he just sort of like, I went up to him and was like, "You all right?" And he was like, "Yeah, you?" And then he took like about 5-10 seconds. He was like, "Oh, it's just, yeah." It took a while, but that is pick number 8 of the Yorkshire Roses. Peacocks, what you got in response?
We're going to go for Gilly next.
We're going for Gilly.
OKB.
Why are we going for Gilly?
I would have liked some of the OKB boys, if I'm honest, as well.
And another Baldy. So you were just trying to complete that egg carton.
That's a good attempt at the people's eyebrow as well. To be
That's
honest.
a really strong eyebrow. It's got
Isn't it?
that much. It's like an upside down Nike tick. It's a bit of an achievement. Yeah.
So it's very similar to how Brendan Aronson strikes the ball. Maybe that's why he has it like that, because he's a big fan of Brendan, isn't he? So it's like, yeah.
Because it's just to remind Brendan every time he stood behind the net, and this is how you meant to do it, and then eventually you'll get there.
The eyebrow is strong.
Pick number 9 for
this pick,
Roses.
this pick will have come much higher up had we have not arranged for a goalie, because we did need a goalie, and obviously this guy is part of the goalkeepers union, and also the creator of this event. It is the only person in the Melier Defence League, although I think even he's sacked it off now. It is Mr. Joe Blackburn himself. Joe, welcome to the winners, mate.
I've got a team. Yay!
42.
How
old's that photo, by the way?
Oh, that photo was taken last Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
You look so much younger.
I think he's got your hair's different.
Yeah,
because I had a haircut right after. Because I had that hair, And then I was like, I kind of want to know what it'll look like after a haircut because I'm about to have a haircut anyway. So I took some before, some after. The afters didn't look quite as good. Stuck with that one. Yeah, thank you very much, Joe. It's nice to be picked. But Max, what's your equivalent?
Look, after this season of Leeds United, we're all going to need a little bit of a calm conversation, maybe in a padded room. So that's why we need a bit of therapy. We need a bit of Leeds therapy. It's Paul Brooker.
It's Paul Brooker, who looks magnificent in his picture, by the
Majestic, almost.
Number 19, Pablo-esque as well.
I did have Paul pretty high up, but then I seen his boots, and I was like, nah, not on my team. Not on my team.
No boots that are looking quite like that. That's not on. No, thank you.
If you got them boots, Paul, you better be able to play. I'm telling you that.
But you do have someone to play against, Paul, with your 10th pick. And who exactly is that going to be?
Yeah, so again, a wise old head. I think because we do have quite a lot of youth within the side. So I think I do need a bit of a wise old head and someone who's been in the content creator game longer than any of us. From Square Ball fame, I'm going to select Mr. Dan Moylan.
We've got Dan Moylan coming through. Number 29. This is from an old thumbnail picture, but I thought it looked dramatic enough to sort of get across the sort of oomph that he's going to bring to the side.
He will be wearing headphones on the day.
Oh, he will be wearing headphones on the day. Max, how are you feeling about this opponent of yours?
One of the big dogs. One of the big dogs. And we look, we are going to win, but we'll win with the power of friendship. So that's why the next person is from a group who is all very good friends with each other. And we're going to go for Carl this time from Ought to Know Better.
We're going with Carl, who's chosen number 12. Looks genuinely hurt in his picture, I would say. Looks like he wants to cause hurt and be hurt. So, yeah, Joe, what are you thinking about this pick?
Yeah, he's definitely got Pablo eyes, and he has old Carl. He's got the Pablo eyes. So yeah, he's been there. He's seen it all. Yeah, conspiracy Carl says Warp. I don't know what that means, but yeah, we'll take that. He's seen it all as old. As
Andrea's just figuring out that Carl might be part Italian, and he's like, "Hold on a second."
Yeah, because of the Cafolo. Yeah.
I've seen in the comments. Well. Andrea's just like, "Hold on a second, I recognise that surname."
Love that. Irish left-hand side connection, says Darren. There you go. So they've got an Irish left-hand side. Looking forward to coming up against it for sure.
And how exactly are you going to match that? How are you going to match the sort of?
Well, I think probably we'll be playing right back, so I'll take care of that myself.
Fair enough. Yeah.
We'll
what's your next pick? So you've got on the dark, sunken, aged eyes of Carl, who has seen many a war crime.
Lay off my players.
No, because I've got loyalties now, so screw you.
I'd have liked, like I kept the Leeds lads together, and I'd have liked to have had the Ought to Know Better lads as well. But I know there's another small little clan, so I think if I start ticking them off, and the head of that, and he's youthful. It's Matty from Imagine Not Being Leeds. Is my next selection. Again, looks very serious. Looks very serious, which is what we need. We need a bit of seriousness within the side. So
you do. This isn't a fun game of football for charity. No, this is war. This is what Carl evidently saw all the way through the 90s. This is going to be violence on a football pitch. It's going to look like the Somme, and that's why you need Matty. But what's Max got in retort?
So, where was that last one? Oh, right. I know where I'm up to. So, look, everybody's going to need a bit of a pickup at half time. Maybe something sweet, something sugary. And that's why we've got Smarties in the team.
Nice. I like what you did there.
That's Carl again.
That's Carl, yeah.
Well done, me. It's fine. Well, imagine that is Smarty, and it's completely fine. Smarty drafted 11th. Something had to go wrong at some point. So
Yeah.
I'm glad it's 35 minutes in rather than 2. So that's all good. How are you going to respond to Smart Carl?
Yeah, so keeping the gang together from Imagine Not Being Leeds, part of his crew with the Late Night Leeds. Adam, we have up next. Adam.
We have Adam right here, looking incredibly pale, looking like he's lost a fight with the sun.
Yeah. Well,
which is
the
always
whole
fun.
while he's playing, with him being almost translucent, that people won't be able to see him as he makes little nips towards the back post and that. Adam Gardiner. So yeah,
Just going to sneak his way in and poke his way through. Yeah.
Wait, where's it? Oh my God, it's already 1-0 because Adam's just snuck in at the back post. So yeah.
Max, what you got in reply?
I've got something in reply before I actually pick another player. Are you trying to be biased, Joe, to one team here, or like because I feel like you're trying to create dissension in the ranks, and I've got 2 number 19s on my team, and I've already had one of my players question it.
Have you?
Yes, Lewis, and Paul Brooker have both got the number 19.
It's fine. I'll fix it. I'll fix it at some point. It'll all work out in the end. But ignoring the fact that I'm gonna make.
Fair, Lewis did say dibs, so
that does it.
Ignoring that fact, though, we will move on. Look, we all need a bit of a laugh, don't we? A bit of entertainment. So we're going to take Danny from Not Another Leeds podcast.
He's a baller as well. He's Danny, by the way. He's a baller.
He is. He's quite good. To be clear, that's a mustache he's drawn on his finger. He's not going for the other mustache that everyone is thinking with that image.
I think it's actually a tattoo, mate, not even something he's drawn.
Well, in that case, that's a mustache tattoo on his finger.
That's the kind of dad humour that Danny has, you see. Like, this is Danny. I spent 4 days with the guy on a walk, and this is his humour. So, yeah, I think it genuinely is a tattoo.
Fair enough. But
Crazy
whilst a tattoo is for life, as are the picks that you make for the Leeds Creator Cup. So what you got?
I thought they were only for a few weeks.
Damn it. So what you got in response, Jeff?
Yeah, so again, we sorry, it's really loud. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't think you can. The neighbour's doing some sort of fucking grinding. So we are going to go with, again, keeping it with the Imagine Not Being Leeds crew. We're going to go with Callum Sharp. Callum's also featured on my channel on a couple of occasions as well. There
it's
he
not
is.
Fair. You get Dan James as well.
Yeah, so
I was going to say it's a package deal. Like,
yeah, and as Callum so rightly mentioned, he said the picture's terrible. When I think it was his partner who took it, it looked like he was shitting himself, which is actually a pretty fair. He does look like he's actually got excrement in his pants at that moment in time. But yeah, next up we've got Callum Sharp.
And it's, you know what, if you are shitting yourself, it's a little bit more propulsion, a little bit more pace, and that's what you need at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a high-intensity game of football. So, 13th pick, please. Max, who you got?
We are going to almost complete the set, and we're going to go for Jay from Ought to Know Better.
We're going to go with Jay from Ought to Know Better.
Is that Chris Pratt? Is that Chris Pratt? When did you get Chris Pratt over?
I had to pull some strings.
It's one of the Chris's. It's Pratt. It's Jericho. It's someone called.
I do
Chris.
see Jericho a bit, you know.
Yeah.
That's why in the chat I've been doing the "You've just made the list" memes all the time. Because
but I have muted that
Jericho.
chat. There's too many things going on.
A lot of them are things that I need you to do.
Well, no, I muted the main chat, not the special one.
Okay, not the special hidden one. The premium one, we'll say. Joe, how you respond? You've got Chris Pratt against you. What comes next?
Yeah, so to counteract Chris Pratt finishing off the Imagine Not Being Leeds crew, we do have Mr. Paul James. Mr. Paul
Jones.
Jones, sorry, Jones. Sorry, Paul Jones. The list wasn't on me. It wasn't on me.
That is on me. I will admit that one is on me. I typoed.
Yes. I'm not familiar with Paul, hence why he came towards the back end. But he's got tribal tats. He means business, so that's why we're gone for Paul Jones, not James. So big up Jones. Jonesy.
Maybe, but maybe you're at risk, Joe. Maybe he wants to be the next tribal chief. Maybe your position is gone. Maybe no one's acknowledging you.
My position?
If he's got tribal tats, he might want to be the chief, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go. No, but yeah. We're there.
You're in danger. Max, your 14th pick, please.
Look, I've been collecting the sets. I've got the Infinity Stones, one on each finger, and I've finally collected the full set. So we've got Bren Scott from Ought to Know Better.
Bren Scott, who does, I believe, more behind-the-scenesy bits with Ought to Know Better, but still looks like he will be the hardest tackling centre-back you've ever seen, which is...
I have beard envy. I can't lie to you. I have beard envy. That's a good beard.
That's okay. I've got beard envy every time I look at anyone. So it's kind of devastating. But that brings our initial draft to a close. Just before I run the video again, how are we feeling about our teams? Are we confident?
I can't possibly say without seeing any of them play football.
To be honest, if you want, if I'm being honest, right? So the Ought to Know Better crew, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, the top banana. I just think because I've got a pretty knowledge of who can ball and who can, and I think Max, I might have selected the best, to be honest, with the likes of Lockie, Jack, JT Lloyd. I think the ballers.
I've got some in there. Yeah, I've definitely got some. That I've got Ollie Ward. I know that Simon Johnson obviously played professionally. I know Lewis has got a bit about him. There's a few in there, and from just what you guys have told me, that some of my other players are pretty good as well, like Danny and
Danny's good.
A few more as well. So yeah, I'm getting more confident the more the days go on.
Yeah,
it's a good place to be, being that little bit more confident. Before we do bring this little segment to a close, we do have something important that needs to be brought to our attention. Were you fully aware of the situation around Paul's boots, Max?
Yes, I was. I couldn't remember exactly what they looked like.
Look at Paul's boots. Go on, Paul.
He's
Ferrari
gonna
F50s.
get silly. He's not good. It's not going to go too well. How do you feel about needing to use one of your substitutions within 5 minutes?
Well, do you know what? Rolling subs.
Rolling subs, yeah.
Rolling
Have we revealed the kits yet?
No, I'm going to reveal the kits at some point soon, because instead of just showing off the designs, I've got a couple of test prints coming out that will be heading in my direction in the next couple of weeks. So it'll be a good chance to sort of actually show them off rather than
just being on my computer. They'll be real things.
Real tangible objects. However, something I can show off for the first time is what you will be competing for. In the Leeds Creator Cup, we've got a trophy. The trophy's name is yet to be decided, but it's a very, very shiny boy. This is what you will be competing for. This is the grand prize.
I'll just take that now.
Now screw you. It's coming on with the roses now.
Practice it.
I look forward to this.
I'm very,
You
very
know, over the years, the World Cup, the Jules Rimet and all that, when really all it's all boiled down to is this, is the Creator Cup, and being able to get my grubby mitts all over that trophy and do a little lap of honour. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. So I just hope we win, man. I'm not coming to make friends. I'm not coming to play games. I'm coming to win, Max. I'm coming to win.
You literally are going to play a game.
I'm here to win, and with the squad that we've assembled, the coaches on the sidelines, I think it's going to be long for you. I think it's going to be long. And no ex-pro, will be able to help you. You're in the trenches, and I think my lot's built for that. So we'll be there. We will be there.
Your team will be getting flashbanged by Paul's boots. So as you're running along, you'll be like, my eyes. And that's when, like a cartoon, I take the ball off, run through 10 people, and then miss from 5 yards out. It's the script.
Very, very, very good call. But with that, I think we're going to bring the stream to an end in a minute. If you haven't had a chance to have a look yet, we do have tickets on sale now at leedscreatorcup.com. We are sponsored, by the way, by Schools Health UK. B&A Machinery are sponsoring Joe's Teams Kits, and Match Bingo are sponsoring Max's Teams Kits. So big shout out to those guys. It is massively appreciated. But yeah, the tickets are on sale now at leedscreatorcup.com. And of the tickets sold today, 5 of the first 50 will be free at random. You'll have to pay it first, obviously, because that proves that you're getting the ticket. But then it will be refunded shortly after the fact. And all tickets get an entry into the prize raffle. And I hear rumours of there being some pretty good stuff in there. So should be good fun.
And just to say as well, big massive props to Joe B, because I know this is something that Jer and Andre and others before have tried to get off the ground with the club, and it's been difficult for that to happen. And Joe B's managed to create this with help from others, of course. Max being heavily involved, and I know Jer and Andrea had shared what they'd done previously. But I think, I won't lie, when I first heard of it, I was like, yeah, because it's been every year. Oh, well, we won't get it off the ground. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even have the organisational skills for it. So for you to actually see it through from start to finish, to get to this place is absolutely massive. The fact that, from a personal standpoint, my kids are going to be able to watch me play in a stadium, which I never thought they would, with friends that we might not all agree, we might not all get on at times, but listen, it's for charity, it's a little bit of fun, and it's for a great cause, Prostate Cancer UK. It's going to be great to get everyone together, and just have a great day, right? We'll have a great day for charity. Everyone will probably just stick around afterwards. We'll be in Leeds. It's great, and who knows? If we make it a success, folks, maybe the club will come to us next time and say, or come to Joe and say, "Oh, would you mind putting that in element?" Do you know what I mean? So that's the dream, innit? I guess I speak for Joe, of course, but yeah, this is, and I just want to thank you for that, Joe B, and everyone who's watching. Then please do buy tickets as well and come along. So it'd be great to meet some of y'all, to be able to meet someone like Sean Ely in person and just absolutely put him in a headlock and rub his head and all that sort of stuff.
I was about to say I echo everything Joe said, and then you started going on this stuff. Yeah,
me like that on stream again. No, I kid, of course, but no, it'd be great to meet everyone, and well done again, Joe B. He said, "Go Peacocks," did Sean? That's what I'm saying. He's part of the Peacocks Ultras, his old Shawnee. But no, genuinely, it'll be great to see so many people there. It's just going to be a great day, innit? A great laugh. Quality.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Somebody just asked in the chat, by the way, where is everything being held and when? It's the 20th of July at the John Charles Centre for Sport.
It's the really big stadium-y bit, and that's why I'm trying to get as many people as possible to buy tickets, because I think when I did the maths the other day, and it's got something like 2,500 seats. This first run of tickets, we're just doing the bottom section, but it would be great to be able to go to them and go, look, we've got enough people for both. Let's go for it. Blaze Ray, I will be putting the full teams up on social media at some point soon. I didn't quite get a chance to do those graphics just yet because we've just done the draft. I've not quite had a chance yet. So, yeah. Anyway. Anyone else got any more to say to the chat or any questions from the chat or anything along those lines?
I have had a message from one of my players. I'd just like to read it out to try and inspire the rest of my players. Okay. I want you to try and guess which player on my team this is from as well, because it came up as a number that I've not saved. And then when I clicked on it, I was like, oh, yeah, of course it's you. So I got a message saying, I vow to this day before gods and men that I shall fight to my last breath, to my last drop of strength, until either victory is ours or death takes me. No force shall make me falter. No fear shall shake my resolve. And then a gif of Jon Snow taking a knee.
That is Danny from Not.
That's Danny. That's definitely Danny. Yeah.
Everybody guessed.
Yeah.
Anyway, with all that in mind, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, subscribe to either me or Joe, whichever channel you're watching this on. I'll have Just Giving links at some point soon in case you can't make it to the event itself. Please make sure that you're getting tickets if you intend to show up, because that means that we can have a better idea of demand and all that kind of stuff. If you go to back4.shop, there's also some merch and things over there, which should be really, really nice. Someone bought a T-shirt before I'd even advertised them, which I thought was sort of an achievement. Like, fair enough. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and we will see.
There is a website as well, because Gareth Green was asking whereabouts can I find
LeedsCreatorCup.com.
Yeah.
You could actually play us out with the graphic, Joe, so that everyone can see it.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Not to tell you what to do, but I'm telling you what to do.
You're absolutely telling me what to do. But yeah, with that, I hope you all enjoyed. And that message is in the way, isn't it? Yeah.
Gareth,
hope you all enjoyed. And we will see you later.
Digital tickets, War Piglet. Digital tickets.
Digital tickets. Yeah, sorry. I'm not going to mail tickets out to everyone. That sounds like an absolute pain, and I've already got enough admin issues right now. Cheers.
It feels like a radio show now. There's no visual.
Yeah, it's kind of great. Anyway, in a bit.
Leave on.